Hey everybody, Icy Cat here. So yesterday I put out a challenge. I was so close to 100 subscribers. I actually had 97 and I knew that I could just get right over the edge a little bit if we tried. So I put out the challenge on Reddit and said, hey, anybody that hasn't subscribed, come on over and do so. And you guys put me over the top. I was looking for 101 and last I checked I was at 116. Awesome job, guys. I put out the call and everybody answered, so that's great. Thanks so much. So as promised in the Reddit, I said if we could get to the 101 subscribers, I was going to post some exclusive art made by our own Electric Panda. So here you go. So Chase decided to make his own rendition of Domingo Chavez taking down a tango. That wet spot up in the corner, I promise he didn't lick it. That's just where he was setting his drink. So as promised, exclusive Electric Panda art just for you guys. So that would be kind of lame to just leave it there with the stick figure picture. While that was fun, I wanted to do something a little bit more special for breaking 100 subscribers. So here we have another question that I wanted to throw out. Went to the Twitter this time. I got one from Petracat09 and she says, how do you feel about the barbed wire etc. not hurting your own teammates? Fair? Not realistic? Also, regarding sound, did you find you could hear movement of enemies and allies clearly with all the background noises of the game? Great question. As far as the barbed wire is concerned, first of all, it doesn't really hurt you or the other team. It's more of a slowdown mechanism as your soldier tries to kind of walk through the tangled mess of wire. It doesn't actually cause any damage to either person. I do find it a little odd that it affects one team but not the other. That doesn't seem right to me. It should either hurt both or it should slow down both or it should sort of be the same that way. I don't hate that it doesn't do it. I just kind of wish that it would. It'd be like a nice to have sort of feature to have it affect both teams equally. So the second question is regarding sound, and she wants to know if I could find the enemies by hearing them as they were moving around versus the allies clearly with all the background noises of the game. In one of the first rounds of the live stream, I had a situation where I came in through the garage and I was going down the hallway. My allies went off to the right. They were kind of concerned with getting that breaching charge set up on the floor there, and I heard a noise off to my left as I was coming down this central hallway here, and I just had a suspicion that that noise I heard was something I needed to look into, so I popped a hole in the wall, and there was GeoFurb, and I just kind of threw some lead into him right there. It was all because I heard a sound in the other room. It was very distinctly off to my left side, through the wall. It triggered me to become suspicious of that and wonder if there was somebody kind of waiting to ambush us as we came into the next room, and the audio cue paid off and it scored a kill for me. So yeah, definitely to answer that question, I could really pick that out. And mind you, that was while my other teammates were in the general area around me trying to clear obstructions and set down a breaching charge on the other breach point, and team talk was going back and forth, but I heard a very distinct sound that clued me in there. So now that we got the bonus question out of the way, let's get to some of the pictures here. This is sort of a video scrapbook to just show you guys some of the things that we saw and did while we were there. So this first picture here is just me getting ready at the airport. It's about 5 o'clock in the morning here, so the light isn't all that fantastic, but that's me heading out. The next one here is arriving at the hotel. We were staying at the Hotel 10 in downtown Montreal. Very swanky place, lots of granite and marble and neon lights and king-size suite. It was really cool. So getting into playing, I mean, they had this great area set up. We each had our own computer station. We were sitting down playing. That's me looking pretty focused as I play the game. Here's a great one of Team Tactical in a practice round. This is before the live stream had ever started, and we're just taking a break for a minute here and having some fun. Luke in the background, Jason being very focused. Team Tactical there post-victory. From left to right, we've got Lucarian. That's me, Icy Cat. Diesel there in the middle with the name tag. We've got Cyber and Compact Killer also with the name tag. That guy was a beast. He was getting lots of kills for the team. We couldn't have done it without any of them, though. So here I am in front of Ubisoft Montreal Studios. They had several buildings, but this was the main one, just kind of had it in the background. Here they're interviewing GeoFurb. In the background there we have Kevy and Jose. Jose is holding the microphone. Kevy you can't really see. He's kind of hidden behind Chase's head, but Kevy did all the camera work and the video stuff. Jose was also working with Kevy, and there he's holding the microphone as we interview GeoFurb and kind of get his take on things. So we got to hang out with the devs too. It wasn't just all work. There's a lot of play as well, and the devs were awesome about that. One special person we got a chance to meet was Isabella. Isabella is the most tiny petite person with the biggest personality you'll ever meet. And I mean, just look at here, this expression on her face. She was just a blast. And her thing is, she's known as the sausage queen. She makes her own homemade sausages. I mean, gourmet stuff. The one I had was a sausage with blue cheese and dried basil in it. But there's other ones like smoked apple sausages and just like tons of other flavors. Isabella, if you ship internationally, let me know. I will definitely buy some. Those were fantastic. But anyway, as you can see, they really got into it. Here we have the recruit station, and we're all set up. You know, they've got this section here where you choose your bun. You've got the GIGN baguettes or the FBI hot dog buns. Then you put on your choice of topping after you pick up your sausage at the extraction point. And I mean, she was really into it, and they put a lot of effort into this, and it was fun as heck. Great view on the Montreal skyline here too. This is on the roof of the main Ubisoft Montreal building, and it was amazing up there. So this is us just kind of sitting around and talking strategy about the game, kind of the things that we thought, going back and forth on it. So over on the left there, we've got David Park. He was on Team Reunited. Next to him is Adam. He was one of the developers. He's a programmer, great guy, fun to hang out with. Then there's me and Zyber, and on the right side there is Syph, who was also on Team Reunited. By the way, Syph also runs a YouTube channel. He talks about pretty much exclusive FPS content, but on a variety of games. Unlike me, I focus only on Rainbow Six, but he talks about all kinds of FPS games. You should definitely go check him out here. I'll put a link down to the bottom of the screen here. Go check him out. Here's Lucarian sitting at his station while we were playing throughout the week, and this guy was just fantastic. He was a lot of fun to play with, a lot of fun to watch him get his kills on the live stream, and just a great guy all around, fellow Reddit moderator. Here we are at one of the local watering holes that the devs frequent a lot. We all went there and just kind of hung out, and every night we were there, the devs came out with us in one way or the other. Some of the devs one night, some more devs another night, and we would just hang out. Sometimes we would talk Rainbow Six, sometimes we would talk games in general, sometimes we would talk life in general. It just didn't matter, it was hanging out. We'd get done at the Montreal studio at around like 6:30 or so. We'd be out with these guys every night until like 11, 12. One night ran to 1 a.m. I mean, it was just unbelievable. So here's Team Reddit taking a picture with Chase at that bar, and it was just a lot of fun. Unfortunately, I was the only one that didn't have a Rainbow Six shirt at that time, but that's okay. I was going to get mine on game day, so... Lucarian was obviously pretty exhausted here, just taking a breather. In fact, there were several times where we were just so tired from all the stuff that we were doing. I mean, it was fun, but it was exhausting. And more than one of us put our heads down in between things to kind of get caught up again. So this is probably my favorite photo of the bunch. We're hanging out with Team Reddit here, myself, Diesel, and Lucarian. We also have GeoFurb here. The developers on the side of the table here, you can see, are Xavier, the creative director. We have Alex, brand manager, and Genevieve, who you all know is the community developer. And we got to hang out and have a ton of fun that night. They took us out from like 6:30 or 7 o'clock, and we didn't get back to the hotel until almost 1 a.m. And we just hung out and we talked, and it was so cool. If you look closely on the table there, you'll see 3 production diaries that Xavier has. Those are his personal diaries that he kept, one for each year of production on the project, and they're just completely filled with like every thought that has run through his head that he wanted to kind of prototype and flesh out and put into place. And it was just, he shared some of that stuff with us, and it felt so personal, so one-on-one, so exclusive. It was so much fun. I kind of treasured that experience almost the most out of all of the things that we did. Yeah, playing the game was cool. Yeah, hanging out with the devs was cool. But this was like just an intimate one-on-one experience. His passion really came out, and it was a blast. And we really loved it. Alright everybody, so that wraps up this special 100 subscriber edition. Of course, we went a little beyond 100 subscribers, but that's okay. And that's all thanks to you guys, because you guys rock, and I appreciate you helping me out with that. So next week we have some Hereford base footage to look forward to. It'll be mostly gameplay footage. This will be exclusive stuff from me as I do the live stream, as well as some practice leading up to the live stream. So go ahead and like and subscribe to be sure that you're aware of that when it comes up. We'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.